Welcome to the TFO podcast, where guests get to give their thoughts, feelings, and opinions on a variety of subjects. This podcast is hosted by your very own Stacy Cook, and as always, sponsored by Fool's Guide Life Coaching. Follow me on all social media platforms. So give it up for our guest today. Yeah. Are you? Okay.
So I started Botox when I was 18.
Okay.
The first time I ever got Botox, I was living in Champaign, and there was this med spa called Hada.
Shout out to Hada.
Shout out. So Botox, I'm a frequent flyer. Every 3 months. I try to stretch it 3 months, but just depends on the gym. But yeah, so I'm 26 almost. I've gotten Botox every 3 months since I was 18, so it's a lot of Botox.
That is a lot of Botox.
It's preventative. I don't want to look like a pug.
So how long does a Botox injection last?
So, it's funny because my person who does my Botox and other stuff that we'll get into, she says that I only need to go once a year.
Okay.
But that's not
ever
going to happen in anyone's lifetime, because I have a problem area, which is right here, my dominant side.
Okay.
Where the minute I get any kind of movement, I'm up in that bitch getting pumped and froze. I always talked about it when I was younger, where I was like, I want to do that. Like when I was seeing the housewives and stuff like that, because I think there's a lot of shame around it, but at the same time, why?
Yeah.
Like, why is there so much, if you don't like something about yourself, change it.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's like, using therapy and stuff as an example, you don't like your behavior, change it. If you don't like something on your face or your body, change it.
Yeah.
If you don't like that scar or stretch mark, get it lasered. And I'm all for it. I don't do it for anybody else but myself. I want to look in the mirror and be like, damn, bitch, you are fine.
Right.
That's all.
Is it expensive? You don't have to give us the dollar.
I will give you the dollar, just so people can know. Because everyone does ask that question. Where they're like, well, how much? I can't afford that. I would say, so it's I think, I'm a diamond member.
Okay, so how do you get a discount
I
a diamond member?
I do get a discount, just because of how frequent I fly. But, I would say forehead, eyes alone. That's not everywhere that I get it.
Right.
But I would say $250 to $270 every 3 months.
Oh wow.
That's not expensive.
That's not bad.
If you think about it, we spend that on bullshit.
Yeah.
Like laser peels. I get those after I get my Botox, 2 weeks after I get my Botox, I get a laser peel.
Okay.
Which is like a retinol situation or whatever. And then 2 weeks after that, I get a hydrofacial. So the laser peel, laser peel is kind of different, I think. I don't know. But the laser peel removes, I think it's 7 layers, micro layers of your skin.
Yeah.
And it just removes those fine lines. I don't know. Whatever. I do whatever keeps me.
I'm about to go get one of these things.
But then, after I get those peels, my skin's very dry, so then I get a hydrofacial. And then every 6 months, I get a syringe of cheek filler.
Okay, so you had the Botox is one price, and then you got some of these other things. Do you feel like it's expensive?
No.
You don't still?
I don't, because I plan for it, and I know that that's what I want.
So tell me about transitioning.
It's definitely been No one's ever asked me that question either. It's definitely been a process. There's been a lot of bumps in my road. Little potholes here and there. Certain things that happened in my life that I guess put things on pause. But no, it's not easy.
No, I bet
It's
not.
the hardest thing I've actually ever had to do in my life. As far as relationships go, me grieving that person. But on top of doing all of that, I had to be sensitive to everyone else and how they grieve that person as well, and which is okay. But I guess there's no rule book, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't help everybody else grieve that person. And as much as I wanted to, because I'm the kind of person who I want to take the pain away from everybody else if I can. And like, put it on me, you know, I can take it. I didn't know how. And it's definitely been I'm just gonna be fully honest, and I've never talked in depth about it, but it's been a very lonely experience. You know, like, who do I call for bras? Like, how do I know my bra size? Like, you know, like, when I'm doing this, that, and the other, like, am I hormonal, or because of, you know, going through the hormone journey, or am I just being a bitch? You know, like, I don't know the difference, and it's been hard. It's really been hard, but I know what gets me through and what helps me.
So let me throw this out here. I bet you have a question that no one's ever asked you this question before. So you're a twin, right? And your twin is your twin.
Yeah.
But your twin is also a female, right? So do you think that had, throughout this whole process, has that even entered into your mind as part of this whole thing, is that you already have a sister? And now you're going to be a sister to your sister?
Yeah, I guess, especially with being twins, like, we went many years without being in contact, only because of miscommunications or misinterpretations of, which, again, I can only speak for me, I can't speak for her. Look, I'm just going to be fully honest. We did not have the easiest childhood at all. Not at all. I will say, from my perception, from what I understand, from what I've been told from them themselves, is they wanted one more kid. They wanted a girl, and they got twins. It's not a secret. Everybody knows. Everybody's seen it. Pushed off and ignored. And yes, sometimes do I think to myself, like, would it have made me... It's not my reasoning for doing so, but I did always think to myself, like, especially as a teenager, like, if I would have been... I've never talked about this. Hold on.
You got me feeling like Oprah over here.
No, but... or Rihanna. Rihanna fixed my life, damn it. Which I love her. I watch Rihanna too. But no, I mean, I guess, of course, like, when I was younger, I was like, well, if I would have been born Allie, would they have loved me harder?